Magic Round, which kicks off tomorrow night. Jess, don't be nervous, darling. I'll just read out the games and you tell us which team you think's going to win, okay,
thanks,
sweetie?
Toots. That's nice because, my bra's sticking into, my back, so it's good to have a man there to support me.
Hang on a sec. Let's look at the scores. I'm in third place on 47. MG's in second place on 48, and you've extended your lead to 56. She's 8 points out.
I got 7 last weekend.
How?
All right, Madam Oracle.
Anyway,
here we go.
It all stops this week with Magic Round. We start to make our chase, Pagey.
Friday, game 1, Bulldogs and Knights. It's a bottom of the ladder clash, but it's a hard one to pick.
Let me say firstly that every game this round can go either way. There is no real standout of, they'll win that game for sure. I think it's the fact that it's in Brisbane, all at Magic Round, all on one field. So if they get a bit of rain, you've got to think that the field's going to be chewed up a bit. So take that into account when you're doing your tips this week. I'm taking the Knights, who welcome back Barnett. They've lost 7 in a row against the Dogs, and I think that Barnett he's kind of their energy barometer. So I think the Knights might win their first game in 2 months.
Dogs.
I'll say Dogs. Just copying. Friday night, game 2. This is a cracker. Seagulls and Broncos in front of a big Brisbane crowd.
Yeah, for mine, it's the second best game of Magic Round. And we'll get to the best game, I think, soon. But this is another toss of the coin. Broncos are flying. Manly welcome back Olakawa, 2 in the back row. Seagulls.
Broncos.
Wow.
Saturday, game 1. It's the triple header on Saturday. Warriors and Rabbitohs.
Cam Murray out for the Rabbitohs. Cody Walker's named captain, which I like. The Warriors beaten last week when they had 13 on 11. They'll come back with a bang. Rabbitohs. Don't you say it.
Warriors.
I'm not copying. I have already written it down. Warriors to bounce back.
Oh, my goodness.
Saturday, game 2. Titans and Dragons, MG.
The Titans have lost 5 in a row. They welcome back Jaden Campbell. Titans at home, basically.
Titans.
Dragons. Okay, Saturday, game 3. Here we go,
Yeah.
MG. Storm Panthers at a sold-out Suncorp.
Yeah, game of Magic Round. Penrith will be smarting after their loss to the Eels last week, and Melbourne Storm without Pappy and Ramus Smith in that back line. That'll count. Panthers for me, obviously.
Yeah, I'm going with you. Panthers. They're not going to let last week happen again.
Storm, don't hate me.
One of us are going to go really bad this week because we've got the opposite tips. We've gone the opposite.
Sunday, another triple header. Game 1 is Sharks and Raiders.
Nico Hines to fullback to allow for the loss of Kennedy, who's out through suspension. I think the Sharks over the Raiders.
Sharks.
Hey.
Another good one, Sunday, game 2. Roosters, Eels.
Yeah, all eyes on this game for 2 reasons. A, will the Eels back up after a heroic win over Penrith, and how much did that take out of them? And B, the Roosters, well, they're teetering at the moment. They need this win. Their season's on the edge, so they need a victory. The Roosters. I'm going the Eels.
Was that a last-minute decision? Of course, Eels have got to stay loyal.
Roosters, Sunday, game 3. Tigers and Cowboys, MG.
This is my upset of the round. There's rain predicted, as I said earlier. This is the 8th game of Magic Round, so you imagine the ground is going to be a little bit sloggy by the 8th game on a Sunday afternoon. I think Tigers in a dogfight.
Cowboys
for me. There you go. There's your tips for round 10. We'll whack them on our socials as well if you want to check them out and copy Jess. Trust me, just whatever she said.
Looking at league news, I suppose in this weekend with all eyes on Brisbane, the Redcliffe Dolphins, they want to maximise the exposure from all eyes being on Brisbane by trying to make some dents or make some noise, and that noise is starting to come in the point of signing a couple of players. Stephen Crichton from the Panthers has been mentioned. Also, Ryan Madison from the Eels. I'll tell you what, if they got one of them, they're on their way. At the moment, they've been pretty sluggish with their signing, but at the moment, they need 30 players, I think, by November 1. At the moment, they've got about 12, with about 8 or 9 of them being regular first graders. So they've got to up the ante. And I think now that the Magic Round is taking place, I think we'll see Wayne Bennett at a lot of the games, and a lot of cafes after the games will have cameras on them because the Supercoach will be there trying to groom players to play for the Dolphins. And now to finish with this little sports update, I want to give you a little bit of a hypothetical, Mr. Page. You are a Roosters man through and through.
I am.
There is some talk around that Cameron Munster might be headed to Bondi. But the caveat is they would have to get rid of players like Luke Keary, Jared Warrior-Hargraves and Angus Crichton. my question to you, my Rooster fan, would you want Munster at Bondi, or would you want the three I just mentioned to stay at Bondi?
Can't they all just play for unders? Isn't that what happens?
No, mate. No. Mate.
Okay. Look, I was when they got rid of Mitchell Pearce for Cooper Cronk, I thought it was pretty harsh because Mitchell Pearce was a great club man, but we all know what happened at the Roosters with Cooper Cronk there. So I would trust the powers that be if they think Munster can deliver a couple of premierships.
The Bondi bubble. In the Bondi bubble, Munster. I don't know if you can handle it, but it's interesting because they've registered, they've told Angus Crichton they want to give him a 2-year extension, the Roosters, but they haven't been able to register it because it would make them be over the cap. So not like the Roosters, but again, they always get their man, so just watch this space. Watch it.